let's take you live to Zohran Mamdani, mayor of New York City, his public ceremony where Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, the congresswoman from New York and Democratic Socialist, who's speaking now.
To making life not just possible, but aspirational for working people. New York City has chosen the ambitious pursuit of universal child care, affordable rent and housing, and clean and dignified public transit for all. And we have chosen that over the distractions of bigotry and the barbarism of extreme income inequality. We have chosen this path because we know that it's the right thing to do, it's the smart thing to do, and that if we can make it here, we can make it anywhere. New York City, this is an inauguration for all of us, because choosing this mayor and this vision is an ambitious pursuit. It calls on all of us to return to public life en masse. Now is the time for us to turn towards our neighbors, stand with them, and return to community life. A city for all will require all of us to fill our streets, our schools, our houses of faith, our PTAs and our block associations as we support this mayor in making an affordable city a reality for all of us. Zohran Mamdani will be the first Muslim mayor of our great city. He will be our first immigrant mayor in over a century. And he will be the youngest mayor of New York City in generations. But most importantly, Zohran will be a mayor for all of us. With that, let us extend our deepest well wishes and support to Zohran, his wife Rama, and his family, as well as those of our public advocate, Jumani Williams, and controller, Mark Levine. We send you, your spouses and families, and all your loved ones, all the support in the world as you embark on this great pursuit of a better city and future for all. Felicidades.
Is Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez saying that Zohran Mamdani will be a mayor for all of New Yorkers. You're looking at the public inauguration ceremony at City Hall for now Mayor Zohran Mamdani, 34 years old. Big thing here, universal child health care. That is a big talking point. It's going to cost $6 billion. No one knows, though, whether or not how it will get done or how it will get paid for. Lots of questions as we watch this ceremony and monitor it for all of you. We'll bring you there as when Mamdani speaks. Julie.
All right, let's bring in Alex Swoyer, Washington Times editor-at-large. Alex, great to see you. Thank you for coming on this New Year's Day. Happy New Year's.
Hey, Julie. Happy New Year to you.
All right, so what did you take, first of all, away from AOC's speech there? She's very forceful and obviously a very strong voice for the Democratic Party, and she, of course, endorsed Mamdani, was very supportive of him. So what did you think of her speech and her promises?
Yeah, I have to be honest, there was a couple takeaways. One, I thought she was actually positive. Sometimes she is very full of energy and comes off sometimes negative about, the current status of the country. This time we're hearing about a city for all, that it's going to take the community, everyone in the city to fill houses of worship. She talked about schools. I think that was a different tone from her. The other aspect, too, is the word affordability. I tried to count how many times she brought it up. I think we're going to hear that word even more in 2026 going forward. But the question will remain about how affordable New York City will actually be under this mayor, a Democratic Socialist. I think that the one aspect I thought when I saw the two of them there together right there on the screen too, is that these might be the new Democratic Party leaders. We've been wondering who is the leader of the Democratic Party. It seems to be these two are the ones that really generate the most energy going forward, which to me is just kind of head scratching, because in 2024, the general election, the popular vote, it swung to the right. But here we have the Democratic Party swinging further to the left.
Yeah. You know, it's interesting because a lot of New Yorkers don't even know who AOC is. If you actually go to her district, you know, as far as these two being the face of the Democratic Party, perhaps, but the fact that they're the face of New York City, maybe not, because a lot of people don't even know who AOC is. She doesn't even go to her district, quite frankly.
To your point, I have a funny story about that, actually.
Yeah.
I went to a hair salon, and she had gotten her hair done there and spent a ridiculous amount of money here in D.C., and it was during recess. And I went and looked, and I was like, she has how many salons? Less cost. She could be back in her own district, putting her own money back to her own constituents, and does not. So yes, to your point, there's some hypocrisy going on there.
Well, then speaking of hypocrisy, talking about affordability, affordable housing, which quite frankly, there is no such thing here in New York City. But it's interesting how he has moved out of his rent-controlled apartment, and that is now renting for about 30 to 35% more than what he was paying. So is that the kind of affordable housing that he's talking about and promising?
You know, yeah, I think we're going to see more of that, to your point, Julie. I'm wondering about childcare costs. That was a reference, too, about what will happen with that. The cost of groceries in New York, there was that push. I think he backed off from it, from trying to
state-run groceries
have government
obviously
takeover of
didn't
groceries.
work in Cuba, so I can't imagine why they would work here in New York City.
It's a bit scary. And, you know, I think, to your point, it's just interesting. The Republicans, independents in polling, reject socialism. They reject these type of policies. So we'll have to see what happens nationwide, and hopefully New York City won't, you know, go too far downhill.
All right, Alex Swoyer, thank you very much for coming on. We appreciate talking to you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Brian.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.